Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Corn Corner Podcast. My name is one of the hosts, Ren.
My name is Cam, and did you know that there is a 3-hour cut of the movie Waterworld, which really begs the question, why?
Is there really a 3-hour cut on that, baby?
Yeah, apparently the director and Kevin Costner didn't really get along and stuff, but there was like a 3-hour cut, I think, by the director Kevin Reynolds, I think is his name, and then it cost like hundreds of millions of dollars. The studio was like, "We gotta get out of here,"
We gotta get
so
out of here.
they cut that baby down to normal length.
You loved that movie so much, and you don't even know the director's name.
Yeah, I feel like any movie that Kevin Costner is in, Kevin Costner is the director. So,
Mm.
you know, yeah.
Well, I do
You
want
know,
to
another fun thing about Waterworld,
tell me.
that it's that water, and then that leads us into the subject. I was trying to alley-oop you
Oh,
for the subject of the episode.
you
Yeah,
were trying to help me
yeah.
out with the subject here, but it didn't help me. Regardless, we will get
Nope.
into the subject matter now. Um, The subject is there is a sparkly day in summer where this is one of the best treats you can have. It's classic, it's easy, it's 3 ingredient, and an ingredient has to do with when life gives you lemon. And we all know how to
Mhm.
do it. You add it together with sugar water and you get lemonade. We're going to be chatting about it today.
Sugar water.
Sugar.
Egger.
Egger. You
Uh,
You've been known to enjoy lemonade.
have I?
I'm not sure, have you?
I don't think I feel like do you get to a certain age where you don't enjoy lemonade anymore, and it either has to be spiked or it has to be a zazzy one, like where you have there's like fun bullshit cran apple lemonade. I don't know. There's always some other fruit on top.
You're really getting
You know
into
what I
it
mean?
quick here, but I have two things I want to comment on here. Cran apple lemonade, in
Mhm.
my opinion, is no longer lemonade. Cran apple lemonade. That's cran apple with sugar water and lemon. And the lemon should already be in cran apple because it's in every modified juice. But I
I mean, it
understand.
is already in there. It's just they're just not making it the namesake of lemonade. The lemonade is the selling point of that. You see, if you're in the store and you're
Mhm.
walking down you're looking at the Welch's and the V8s and the what have yous, and you see a cran apple next to a cran apple lemonade, you're gonna go for the cran apple lemonade. And that's because of the presence of lemonade.
That's so funny because to me, I wouldn't.
Yeah, but you're fucking weird.
I would go for just straight up lemonade.
Well, I didn't say that was an option, so I don't
Oh.
know.
If it's not an
You know
option, then I wouldn't go for it. You said another
the thing
thing.
about
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
You said another thing. What was it? You talked about cran apple and then you talked about something else. The other thing I had a big thought about too.
Spiked lemonades like Mike's Hard.
Mike's Hard. Do you think that they revolutionized the lemonade game or made a mockery of it?
I think they revolutionized it and re-adultified it. You know?
Lemonade was a kid's game.
Yeah, lemonade is baby's first capitalism. Truly,
It really is.
that that's what it makes me think of, and that's also why you don't. You said everyone knows how to make it, but no one's making lemonade at home unless you have a 6-year-old outside hawking it on a 85-degree summer day. Like,
People do like to sell that lemonade and they will use youth as a way to capitalize on that.
now the way you word that, do you think that insinuates to me that you think that the parents are like, get on out there, Jimmy, time to clock in. Like,
I think that
the kids, there's no kid being like, hey, you know?
well, it's a question that begs to be answered. When you were growing up, did you ever try to go out and sell anything in front of your house?
I was a Girl Scout, not to misgender myself. So I did the door-to-door cookies, or when, they park you in front of a fucking
Yeah.
local grocery store.
Y'all say,
Yeah.
was it Semper Fi or something like that?
Yeah.
Once a Girl Scout, always a Girl
Yeah.
Scout. What was it?
Blood in, blood out.
Amen. I have a question about selling those cookies. Did you use any
Mhm.
tactics? Did you try to act like you needed the income or to hit your numbers or something like that? Or did you just kind of let them come to you?
I think my tactic was crying when faced with the idea of having to go up to someone's door and cold call them to sell cookies.
Did you cry
So
a lot
I had
selling them?
my I will the thing is I never actually really, I'd go to a few like neighborhood houses,
Hmm.
but like it would just be dad putting up the thing at work,
Oh,
like the yeah.
yeah.
I didn't do it.
And I feel like you probably sold them a lot because people love Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah. But also no one wants to, like, now we're already going off, but it'll come back because there is a lemonade flavored Girl Scout cookie. Uh uh no one wants to interface with the child in order to purchase their Girl Scout cookies. You want to get that piece of paper and just write a fucking number and then walk away,
It's interesting to think about because the child is the person that's really the brains behind the operation. But when people
Really?
want Girl Scout cookie, they just want that cookie and they don't care about that kid. They'll do anything they can for it. Write it on a paper and slap it over to the parent.
Also, what do you mean the child is the brains behind the operation? Because it's not like the kids aren't like, "Ooh, I cannot wait for like they don't get the money. It's for the troop technically, but
Wait, they don't get any of the money?
personally, like the children personally,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What does it fund?
The Girl Scouts of America.
But to do what? What do they do?
I don't know. I really don't know.
See, this is the big disconnect for me because I thought you get a cut. You should get a cut of
No.
it, right?
I don't think that is right. Morally, that feels bad.
But
Because like the
okay.
thing about Girl Scouts, it's like fundraising for probably like different programs, educational programs, things like so they can donate the money. But Girl Scouts are for building leadership and
Mhm.
giving girls life skills and stuff, not so they can like have their first job really. Like
What if they get a 10% cut of all profits?
I feel like
5%.
that'd
5%.
be I feel like it'd get ugly fast.
Between the girls or
Like the
between the parents?
competitiveness.
Yeah.
Both. Well, all of the above. Probably the parents more than the girls, let's be honest.
Because if I was getting a 5% cut, I'd be selling peppermint patty a lot more aggressively.
That's that's not a Girl Scout cookie, right?
I think it could be one.
That's a Hershey's candy. That's what that is.
You know all about Hershey's.
I do. And Girl Scout cookies. You're thinking of Thin Mints, by the way.
Mm. Close to a peppermint patty. When we went to the beach recently, someone brought what is that company that's not Oreos, like Orville Reichenbacher? They make everything.
Those were Newman's Own.
Yeah, and they were mint Oreos.
Yeah,
Holy shit, they were good.
exceptional.
I
Also,
think
I'm
Oreos
sorry,
suck.
I need to okay, whoa. We're coming in hot and all over the place away from the subject, and I don't care. I'm following this trail. You just said Orville Redenbacher for one thing, which exclusively does popcorn. Let's not let you go anywhere on that path.
I think I was
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman,
Yeah.
that's it. He's
Yeah.
close to Orville Reichenbacher. Right?
In
Can't be
what
that
way?
far from him. They're both pioneers of
He's one.
industry.
Yeah, I mean,
They're both in the
Paul
popcorn
Newman was
game.
a famous
Guarantee that.
actor. I don't think there is. No, there probably is Newman's Own popcorn.
Okay,
Let's
he
be
makes everything
honest.
these days.
Dog food. He's all over it.
Yeah, Ziploc bags. Anyway, what were you saying?
I don't know what.
We were talking about Oreos, and you got angry because I spoke the truth. But it's true that an Oreo
Oh,
is not very good.
yeah, but you like birthday cake sandwich cookies,
That's right.
which I think a lot of people would also say are not good. But I think the one thing we can agree on is that the mint Oreo was delicious.
God, that mint Oreo was good. If you don't like birthday cake tasting things, you don't like birthdays because that's a representative of the birthday. It's the ethos of what makes a birthday is that taste.
But I cannot remember the last time I had a birthday cake flavored thing on my birthday.
But also, and listen, I'll let you know that I am coming in hot today. But
Yeah.
your favorite flavor of things is it's like my least favorite. It's so strange.
What? Chocolate or lemon or what?
Red velvet.
That is not my favorite
You
flavor of
you get
things.
red
Just because
velvet all
just
the
because I
time.
just because at the DK Donuts I like to get the red velvet one, and at Peter Pan, but that's exclusively for donuts.
Okay.
I'm mad. This is
Okay.
like when everyone trolls me by saying like, "Hey, are you familiar with Nine Inch Nails?" and they joke about things like I wouldn't know everything about it, and I know it's a joke, but I'm
Yeah.
upset,
I would
and
never joke
I
about
can't have
that.
the people think that I. No, I thank you. I can't have the people think that I just like am over here liking red velvet as my number one flavor, like a psychotic person.
I guess you're right. I will say, if we back up a little bit, people, I'm going to issue an apology because I've never seen you get red velvet snacks. It's just donut.
Anything
Or
else?
like,
Yeah,
and even with like a small cake loaf, you'll get like lemon poppy seed or something. So I guess you're
yeah,
right.
because that is my thing.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about all the times you do like lemon poppy seed, the
Even
glaze
when we
on
went to
it.
the yeah, so good. The vegan bakery recently, I looked at the one donut thing and I was like, "Is that red velvet?"
Yeah,
And it was like, oh, no, it was raspberry, but I was like, all right.
you did get it. To me, raspberry, no way.
Also, it didn't. Those weren't. They all tasted like chocolate. That was a farce.
I
To
did
be
like it
clear.
though. Anyway, back to the real meat and potatoes lemonade. I think that lemonade flavored things is very strange.
Expand on that. I'm also. I have to point out that the pensive silences are great for an audio only platform.
That's true. No, people like that kind of thing because that's how people talk. We talk back and forth so quick. People like a little bit of a pause.
Yeah, they need a little breathing room.
If y'all like the
um,
pause or not, let us know on Patreon. Nowhere else.
yeah, because now, yeah, yeah, you can't comment anywhere else now unless we're putting audio only on the YouTube channel, which would
We
be kind of
will.
weird. But
No, we will.
you know,
Absolutely. This is gonna
well,
go on YouTube. 100%.
with what as the background
This is
image?
just a picture. I don't know. I don't care. I'm putting it
Just a
everywhere.
picture. It's got to be just some. I'm glad.
I put too much work into
Anyway,
this.
so what's
It's going
the
all over.
lemonade flavor? Is what you said.
Yeah.
So is that not just lemon flavor?
No, that's a really good path to divulge down. Because lemonade flavor is
Thank you so much.
not lemon flavor. Lemonade flavor
Yeah.
has a special essence of summer. I called it a sparkle of summer in it. And I really do believe that. Whereas lemon flavored things is just for maybe a divorced mom to get. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Do you
It's
know
like
what I
she's
mean
getting
by
the
that?
Snackwell's devil food cake,
Yeah,
whatever. Then just a little weird lemon flavor
that's
thing.
correct. Or like a lemon LaCroix. Strange.
Oh, that's like the worst one.
It's strange, but it's something that,
That's clean. It tastes like cleaning solution.
that is actually absolutely true. But lemonade LaCroix, think about the difference between lemonade LaCroix and lemon LaCroix. Wildly different.
Now, what about the limoncello one? Hate it.
A
Tell you right now.
limoncello one. So I was going to get here and say that I think that limoncello is close to lemonade, but not as tangy. Right?
Yeah, it's too sweet. Yeah.
You
Where are
know
you
what I
going?
mean? Do you like a limoncello?
No, know what I'm saying?
You
No, I
like
hate that. I like the alcoholic beverage, but the LaCroix limoncello is one of the worst flavors.
Do you think anybody has a problem drinking limoncello? I
Do you
just
mean like they're like a wino, but just for limoncello?
yeah.
Like some 15-year-old in like Montana that found limoncello in their parents' fucking, alcohol cabinet. Do you think that parents have alcohol cabinets still?
I don't know
This is a really long pause.
because I don't know. I don't know, and I did give that pause to really think about it. When we were I don't think so, because our generation are becoming parents. That's too late. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We don't do that. And if we did, it would be like a weird little
What, drink?
IKEA bar cart. Like a bar cart is like
Yeah.
popular for
That's
them,
what I think it is now.
which
But also
is
that's not kid safe.
I don't think any of it's kid safe. I mean, you got into the liquor cabinet and got the Contro or whatever.
Yeah.
Just
You
checking
know
that.
me. That is like the disgusting.
I just think about somebody
Having that
going,
Malibu.
ugh. I had Malibu this weekend. Anyway, I just think about somebody going into an AA meeting and saying that they're addicted to limoncello, and there's something funny about that, and it's not appropriate to be. It's slightly funny, a little bit.
I like the idea that you think, hypothetically, that people are going into AA meetings and they're saying, "Hi, my name is Kevin and I'm addicted to beer." Like, that's not how it works.
Beer.
I'm addicted to Heineken. Like,
That feels like it could be a
nope.
Heineken ad from like 1992 or something when they were really edgy, you know?
Yeah. And
Like,
then he like makes a case for Heineken and everyone's like, "You know what?"
yeah. And they all go out. It feels like early PlayStation 2 ads when they were really edgy.
Oh, and like they were sexy. I could see them doing a light beer ad like that, where they have the person go to an AA meeting and they talk about it to how light it is, and it's not even like drinking beer. And then there's a bunch of
Yeah.
alcoholics at Chili's ordering fucking Miller Lite.
There's something strange about a Chili's that really pulls people that drink a lot into it. Because you just said alcoholics and Chili's, and they love Chili's.
I think it's also just any of those restaurants because it's not like no one. You go to the bar there, no one's gonna question you because you're also at the fucking bar at Chili's.
Yeah.
So like, what's the game here?
Yeah. What are y'all doing here?
That is bringing it back around. That is a place where they'll have lemonade, but there'll be like 17 different flavors.
I'm so happy you said this because I totally forgot about it. Strawberry lemonade. I forgot about that until just now.
Yeah.
Well,
There's so
it's
many variations
good.
like that are at those places.
And I'm
I
okay with it.
guess.
I'm okay with it. The strawberry pieces in it. Damn.
Oof. No.
No, it's good. You haven't had it?
That's halfway between. Are you getting like a limeade, which is usually like a slushy? Like that's a drink that I don't want chunks of things in my drink to
No.
then choke on.
Yeah, but chunks of you would chew. You know what I mean?
No one's. I don't want to. I'm not trying to get my summer sparkle on and be like slurp slurp sip sip, and then all of a sudden have to chew mid sip.
You brought up limeades. And when you think about it, a limeade is really the cousin of a lemonade. I've never had that realization until just now.
I mean, I posit that the limeade is the athletic. It's the jock cousin of lemonade.
It does feel like it's not as sweet. It's not for the kids.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that
What are you saying?
it's like it's like a sports drink. Like if you're
Mm,
at the fucking soccer game and you're like, oof, I'm gonna cool off. You're not gonna get a lemonade. It's gonna be like a you know
yeah.
something limeade with an X on the and a guy skating that's like what or something.
Maybe we need to make a corn corner drink, and it would be do you think it'd be a limeade or a lemonade?
It wouldn't just be corn juice.
Well, it would be called corn juice, but it would have to be something people want to drink. Nobody's
Yeah,
drinking corn
sweet
juice.
effervescent sweet corn juice. That sounds great.
The thing that viewers don't understand is since we did that reel and you drank the corn juice raw out of the can, you've
It
been
was
doing
good.
that. You've been doing that weekly,
Yeah,
bi-weekly,
every
at
morning.
least.
Yeah.
And it's hard to watch. You don't even eat the corn out of the can. Hundreds of cans of corn all over in your refrigerator.
Yeah, I keep the corn. I say I'm gonna use that later.
And you never do. What do you feel?
And then I don't take the lid all the way off. So the lid's it's just a little a jar and it's hanging on by a thread. And I just leave it there.
People think that when they open a canned good, they can put it into the fridge and leave the top halfway on and then just close the top. And that's an appropriate way to store the can in the fridge.
Like as if that is enough of a barrier and the air and stuff is gonna be like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
I can't go past here.
I mean, you gotta respect it. You gotta.
Yeah.
Um,
and then there's Brad who just puts things without any lid at all on in the fridge.
He wears himself out cooking these extravagant meals, and then he doesn't do the cleanup.
This morning he had a burger with an egg on it for breakfast.
Oh God.
He made it himself.
The issue here, there's a lot of issues. I don't know. It's just a lot.
He did it right before his doctor's appointment got rescheduled, but he was supposed to have a doctor's appointment for the first time in like 10 years to get his lab work done. And I was gonna be like, that cholesterol, make sure you tell him that you had a fucking burger with cheese and an egg on it for breakfast.
Jesus. That all the blood work doesn't come back in there. They're gonna be like, yeah, you're good. He's gonna be angry or something.
Yeah. And then keep eating like shit. Anyway, back to the real sauce. Did you ever do the lemonade stand, or were you ever a patron of a lemonade stand?
I've never been a patron. I've never done it. But something I did do similar to it is growing up, my friend and I, my next door neighbor, we would draw Pokemon pictures, like on paper. And it was actually him drawing the Pokemon pictures because I couldn't draw at all. So I was kind of the brains behind the operation. And I organize when we do our drawings, when we go out and set up the table. And we set up a table outside of our houses and waited for people to walk by. No one walked by or bought them, but we had some beautiful drawings. We had 2 sizes. The small size was cheaper than the big size. We did a Charizard. We did a Pikachu, of course.
Yeah.
And that's as far as we got. Both were the big size.
2 options.
Yeah. And I think our
there was no
parents
small
bought them.
size.
Yeah, but that was in the works. That was kind of where we wanted to go. But our parents bought.
What was the price?
I don't remember.
All right. Well,
I wish I remembered, but I don't. But that was my
the operation
first...
did take a lot of brains.
Yeah, it did. It was a lot of me just trying to tell him, like, all right, you should draw now. You should draw this. Because I couldn't do it. I wanted to help.
There's 2 drawings.
But I couldn't. I think he probably
and then
traced a lot of it.
And I just like you should draw this and then we'll sell it.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it would really catch on.
Did you have at the table? Was there a sign that said drawings for sale or anything like that?
Yeah, it said Pokemon drawings. And the sign was
Just
pretty
Pokemon
small.
drawings?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it say for sale anywhere?
No.
Oh,
Because
it didn't.
no, illegally you can't do that, and I knew that. It was for
I don't.
donations, you know?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, officer. It's just donation based, you know?
It's just I much more like the mental image of just two kids sitting at a card table with no signage, just
It
fucking at a card table on the curb,
it was a
and
card
like
table.
2 pieces of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it was. 2 pieces of paper right in front of y'all. That's
Well,
it.
the other thing I said that I thought was important was that he should be actively drawing while we were at the table. Because I thought that that would help us
A draw,
show.
like a draw the crowd in literally.
Yeah, exactly. It would show the kind of dedication we had. Like it would show that this is
Yeah.
a by hand thing.
And then okay, so this brings me back to the lemonade stand. Now, what do you think? Would you? So there's 2 lemonade stands, hypothetically, right next to each other. One of them has the process happening at it, like the milking the lemonades
Yeah.
and the mixing things up. The other one is just a kid trucking back and forth from the house with the lemonade to set on the table. Which one are you going to?
Yeah.
But the one from the house has ice. The mixed at the table does not have ice.
Yeah. This is smart. See, I don't really care about ice and drinks
Neither do
at
I.
all. What?
I think either way, I'd go to the kids making it at the table.
I would too, because I honestly don't think I would drink it because it feels as if it would be an unclean. The health department's not coming in for that. You know what I mean? And I'm not trusting that they're gonna wash their hands and this and that. It's too much. Same reason why I don't eat stuff. I don't know. People cook stuff at their house. I'm always a little suspect. Anyway, I think I would want to watch them make it because they would really earn that dollar.
I'm just imagining that like you come to the table at the wrong time. They've just finished making a batch
Yeah.
and they're sitting there waiting, and you go up and you're like, and just wait,
Make it.
and then they're like, so yeah, and you're like, make some.
I think it's actually important because they've got to learn how to deal with a hard customer early.
Yeah.
You know, and if I can be there and give them a little bit of that, I think it's doing a service, right?
You just start going to places where like adolescents work and just give them a hard time, and like you're welcome.
They're gonna be. Sometimes you get in the weeds, and they should learn that early. Do you think that you would? Do you think you'd be good at doing a lemonade stand? Currently,
Now or me as a okay, me
no,
now, yes,
now.
yeah, I would. I'd be great at it.
Have you thought about doing that?
You also seem to doubt that. You made a face like you were like, I don't know about that.
No, I didn't.
So like,
I made a hat.
explain that.
I think you could be good at anything.
Your brow's furrowed.
No, I would never furrow them because that would increase my chances of wrinkles on my forehead.
Of course.
Just
like you never smile.
That's right. But I think that you would do well with like a gimmick and lemonade. You know what I mean?
What's the what's the gimmick?
Maybe it's dogs and lemonade. Maybe it's
like it's just
face painting and lemonade. I don't know. It's up to you.
That's too much. That's not a gimmick. That's a whole other business.
I guess you're right, but dogs isn't really a business.
Pet my dog.
Yeah, that's a gimmick.
But I feel like it's like if I was making a lemonade stand that was a oriented not for kids, then it'd have to be some jackass like gimmick where it's like squirt the lemonade juice in my eye for every 5th lemonade you buy or something. You know what I mean?
Who recently did that? Who? Oh,
Nim.
Yeah, it was Nim. I was like, this sounds really familiar. I was like, oh yeah, it was Nim. Um,
Shout out to Nimpup.
Shout out to Nim. Would you take a lemon and put it in your eyeball for a jackass style bit?
Yeah, I'd do anything for the bit. I think we know that.
I think that would be painful, but not that bad to me.
I don't know. You watched someone do it. Did it not? It seemed pretty bad. I feel like.
Yeah, it did seem pretty bad, but I don't know. I think.
But also, they were doing it at excess.
Yeah, they did. They also ate the lemon, so it's a whole thing.
That part's not worse than I would eat a whole lemon easily before squirting some in my eye.
That's so funny because I think I would probably squirt it in my eye over eat it.
Why? That seems awful, like comparatively.
Eating it seems really hard.
Okay, if you're eating it, is it like orange slices where you eat the inside, or do you have to eat the rind as well?
I think you have to eat the rind as well.
Okay, then I rescind what I said. That's not. I take it back. Because that would be hell. Like, imagine it's so fibrous.
It'd be pretty bad, I'll be honest. Now, when you think about lemonade, do you think that all lemonade should be sparkling, or do you think that there can be a flat lemonade? Do you think there's one that's better than the other?
You say that like the pioneer, the flagship lemonade is flat. There's not that, like, it's not like, if I order lemonade, I do not anticipate it being sparkling. Do you?
No, but maybe this is a gap in the industry that you can find and do.
I'm not trying to get in the lemonade game, and I don't know why you're angling at this in multiple ways.
I know, but I'm always looking for opportunities for you. And this could be big.
Yeah.
People love
It could
lemonade.
be like a what's the stupid ass fucking water, canned water? What why can't I think of it? Liquid Death.
Yes.
They don't have a lemonade flavor, I don't think. It's like lime or whatever, and also it sucks.
Maybe you should pitch a lemonade flavor to Liquid Death, and that's like your big thing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Or I make an opposing a competition, brand to Liquid Death.
What would you call it?
Solid Life.
Solid Life. That's funny.
If you're drinking it, you're gonna have a solid life.
Oh god. I actually
do
think that there is the opposite of Liquid Death drink. I think that exists actually.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Liquid Death's so weird.
It's called Life Water.
Oh, no. I think that there's like a sparkling, expensive drink that's the opposite of Liquid Death. Yeah. The weird thing about Liquid Death is, like, if it's free, I love drinking it because it's so luxurious.
Yeah.
It's so fun. But I would never pay for
luxurious?
I think so.
I think it tastes bad. And also, I would never pay for
too.
it. And yes, I will also drink it anytime it's there. Because it's like, haha, hee hee.
I think it tastes bad as well. But I think it's luxurious because it's a drink that's kind of thought out. It's got a vibe to it.
I feel like the people who made Liquid Death somehow like forgot the part of having a canned thing where you do something to not have it taste like can. So like you drink a LaCroix or whatever. Yeah, none of the other ones, any seltzer water isn't tasting like can, but then you crack into a Liquid Death and no matter what, you're like a mouthful of pennies after it.
Yeah. But I'll still drink it, unfortunately.
Terrible. Yeah, I mean, because if it's free, yeah.
I do have a problem with things that are free, especially free food. I want to eat it all.
I feel like that's normal.
Do you think so? It's hard for me to control
why
it.
Not?
Like I just, if there's like a buffet style situation, I want to eat everything.
Oh, I don't go to those. However, shout out to your recent writing about a salad bar.
Thank you. I haven't been to a salad bar in a long time. Did you have Shoney's in PA?
No, but 10 worked at a Shoney's. Not like long before we ever met, but like that is the only thing I've seen them in real life. I've never been to one, and we did not have them.
We used to go to
We had Eaton
Shoney's.
Park.
A Beaton Park?
Eaton Park.
Oh.
Eaton Park.
Like EDEN, like the religious?
No, eat like the word eat.
Eaton Park. Like EATEN? Eaton? Eaton Park.
EAT''N Park.
God.
Like Eaton Park.
Oh, see, it makes it sound like it's Eaton Park, like eating, like you're going to the eating park, like you're eating slop. Not
Yeah,
eat
you are.
and park. Like park your car and then go eat. It sounds like you're just kind of going for a slop food.
Yeah, it's not a good name. It's no Friendlies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know what a Friendlies is, but I imagine it's a family style
shit.
restaurant.
If we go back to Pennsylvania together, we have to go to Friendlies, and you have to get a Monster Mash sundae.
I really do like
all.
Pennsylvania, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's awesome. 717.
So
Pennsylvania, I fucking love
we
you.
used to go to Shoney's, and my mother hated it because she hates buffets because she thinks that they're unhygienic. And
she's correct.
She is. She was right about a lot of things. Anyway, we would go to Shoney's, and I thought it was so fun.
A terrible joke.
You can say it. Hey, why don't you go ahead and say it?
I was gonna be like, she actually she passed due to botulism that she got from taking you to a buffet. Isn't that correct?
That's right. She did get botulism, and that overtook her as a person, unfortunately. Yeah. People don't really get that anymore.
Botulism? Yeah. I hope not. That's like
what is that's the one from garlic. Or that's scurvy.
No. Scurvy is you eat citrus to fight scurvy. Like vitamin C.
What's the garlic one?
Yeah. I don't know. I just think of what?
How do you get botulized? Is that what it's called?
It's just bacteria in the food. Like it's like if you don't properly refrigerate things and bacteria grows in the food. So it causes a bacterial like infection in your stomach and stuff.
I always thought that botulism was one of those outdated illnesses like scurvy or chicken pox or something people aren't getting anymore.
Diphtheria, dysentery.
Dysentery is a good one. I don't think people are getting that anymore.
They're not. Yeah.
Well,
there's a lot of modern practices to keep us from having those things.
If anybody here has had dysentery, let us know, because we'd be curious what that process is and, what it looks like nowadays. But
I feel like you were telling a story about going to Shoney's with your dearly departed mother.
She hated it.
And I interrupted you.
She hated
that place.
That's
the story?
She didn't like it, but we'd go, and a couple times we went to the Golden Corral because Shoney's was closed. And I'll tell you what, we only went twice because she hated that even more than Shoney's. She would order from a
step down.
Yeah, she didn't like it. But I remember going to Shoney's, and I was like, I would go to that salad bar hard, and then I would also go and get the breakfast stuff. And one of the biggest travesties in my entire life has been when they took away the shredded hash browns in the bar and replaced it with a home fry, which I think is
weird.
I hate. If home fries are an option, if you go to a restaurant and your side options are like home fries, fruit, or something, you're gonna have a bad time.
Are you okay? So our home fries, we've had this discussion on this podcast before. Home fries are the chunks of potatoes, right?
Yeah, with some sort of bell pepper and onion in them.
Okay. Yes, I agree. I'm not generally a fan of those, but I also don't like hash browns because usually they're not cooked well.
Yeah, but I like a hash brown because
soggy.
It takes more effort than you're just parboiling a bunch of potatoes and then chopping them up and then baking them with some bell peppers. Just boring.
I think they're often sautéed. What about a hash? Like, what if, because the hash, that's the basis of it until you add corned beef or something.
Hash is fine. I don't mind it. But I'll tell you what, we're not allowed to get into that right now because we are wrapping up our episode on lemonade. This has been one of the most requested episodes that we've gotten from Corn Corner heads. We've talked about it. We've done a very good job. Do you have any closing thoughts about lemonade?
I bet that in Waterworld, I bet that on the atoll, they would have loved lemonade. It would have been so refreshing. And also, they are probably prone to scurvy, being a water-based community. And, you associate scurvy with pirates and ships and stuff like that. So the lemonade would have really helped a lot of people probably then
I don't think that they had access to
in
citrus.
Waterworld. You don't know.
I don't know. I think my closing thought here is that whenever I do feel like I'm not drinking enough water, I'll take a bunch of citrus and squeeze it and then make a citrus concentrate and then microdose it into my water over the course of 2 days.
I like that you call it citrus concentrate when it's just juice. Like, it's just like
It is just the
citrus
juice.
juice.
isn't
You're
it?
not like reducing it. Yeah.
Wow. It makes you think about how words are important, doesn't it?
We didn't even get to. We can. This will close out the freezer container of juice concentrate. That's in like the thing that's similar to the cinnamon roll container
Yep.
that you like bust open.
Yep.
And you pour in a jug and then add water. That doesn't exist anymore, and kids these days have no idea. So that's my closing thought.
Damn. We didn't even talk about that. Well, we'll have to do an episode on orange juice. And maybe we'll do that one next. But we should do orange juice and we'll talk about it then.
I can't wait.
All right. Start the sign off.
Whether you're shucked
Or you are creamed.
why you gotta make me say the. There you go. Ugh, I hated that.
I don't like it either, but it's a part of the thing that we say. And people like this thing. It's a sweet sentiment when you really think about it. So you said when you're shucked or if you're creamed, then what?
It doesn't matter what kind of corn you are.
Just make sure that you're kind.
Corn.
That's right. Everybody, thank you so much. Make sure you give us financial contributions on the Patreon. We like that. It's Patreon, the Corn Corner. And stay shucked and creamed and nice.